if you go back in history, when we started writing capital planning software, very quickly we decided that we should name it C55 or Copperleaf 55. So you can imagine where the 55 came from. We very quickly came to the conclusion that the way that PAS 55 originally and then ISO 55000 was written really set the tone for how a competent asset management organization should make capital decisions. And so we really kind of embedded the principles of these standards in the way that we want the software to run. So in other words, if you run your capital planning processes through what's called C55, we've changed the name in the meantime because it was getting so complicated, so we had to break it up into different parts. But the idea was really, again, value-based decision making. So you need to build a value framework. You need to use for all your decisions. You are constrained, generally speaking. There's only so much you can do. And consequently, you're going to have to make choices. Those choices need to be informed. And also they need to be defensible because especially if you're a utility, generally speaking, regulated economically, your economic regulator will want to understand how you came to those conclusions. Why did you pick particular projects over others? Are they really in the best interest of the public? Are you making the best use of public funds? So that is the kind of stuff that you're trying to advance through our software and by extension by applying the 55,000 principles.
And the clients have responded well to this. They like the process you're guiding them through. Yes,
I mean, for many of them, the proof is in the pudding, of course, and that is very easy for a regulated utility. That is like, how much trouble am I having with my regulator? That's generally speaking the best thermometer. And of course, if they can come to the point where the regulator agrees with them on their investment strategy, well, then that's a big win. And so we see that more and more. That is that the rigor of decision making, as both the principles of asset management and the underlying software that you're using to make those decisions are both improving. You're essentially coming to a better resolution with your stakeholders in general and with your regulator in particular. So with that, yeah, I think it's been a win-win for sure.